Yo, 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 big PP pack, it's your boy.
PatchTheAlpha.
So, Kuwoo Navi Woo seems to have taken over the entire AJ community since literally no YouTuber is uploaded anymore. I thought I'd step in and fill the void of depression. This is part 2 of the previous tier list video. Sorry, it's an old and sort of a continuation of the last video. I'm working on some big juicy stuff, so just bear with me for now. Stay safe and wash your hands, you dirty pigs.
You should wash your hands, you dirty pig!
Consider it now, like, universality. That's definitely not weird, I'm just making shit up. The university. Fuck. Considering, like, the universal use of, like, other things you can wear alongside the item, I'll put the baseball cap one up higher, actually. Just because, you know, it's like a basic thing that you can pretty much combo with anything. Jumalade bow, how low do I want to put this? If I put it in cancer tier, a lot of people get triggered because I know a lot of people like using these. It's a bad item, and it's a bad item for one primary reason. It's not a neck item, they decided to make this like a back item. So it wastes the spot of a neck item, it sits really awkwardly on most animals, and it's just bad. It's just a holiday bow, why would you want to wear this over anything else? Horns. Yes. Horns. How many variations of different horns is there in AJ? I would say about 30, 40 by now. There probably is. I mean, I release these seasonal. By horns, I also mean antlers, you know, all the different variations of just spiky stuff you can put on your head, put it this way. They are good. They're similar to wings. They're really, really universal, like all types of them, especially the gazelle horns. They were quite, like, they were really beta and rare at one point where, you know, only like YouTubers would obtain them, but they eventually released them back into stores, into adventures. So yeah, I'm glad they're really easily earnable now, because they do go well with a lot of stuff. They're also nice to actually put on animals without antlers, because for some reason they keep releasing things like, what is it? Goats and mooses without the actual horns, so you have to use your own, which is really stupid. I don't understand that. Just for pure use of them and all the different types, like there's so many variations you can choose from if you don't like the colours of one type. Sunglasses. They're basically like the round goggles, but actually good. They're sort of like the Gucci version, you know? They were extremely popular amongst like YouTubers back before, you know, when it was a classic spikes and glasses combo, you know, the Julian 2 Kosho Beppa days. I don't know. I never really liked them too much. They're sort of like the baseball cap. But it's the same thing with the bow. Like, they're a head item, so you can't wear anything else on your head. Like, your animal will sort of look like really bold, if that makes sense. I don't know. It was just sort of stupid how they should have made this a neck item. Like, okay, I know sunglasses, you wear them on your head, but like, it just looks a bit stupid, the fact that you can't put anything alongside it on, you know? If it were a neck item, you could combo them with a lot of, like, different other common non-member items, for example, and you can make a good look with that, but just because of how they designed this item, it's similar to Jamal Debo, I'm gonna have to put it here. Oh, I just realized I was talking about how I grouped all the items into like categories, so like all the glasses should be in one. But the nerds, I put them separately because they're like, I believe, no, these are non-member too. What am I talking about? They're non-member glasses, but they don't have like a lens covering them. The colour and the shape of your animal's eyes actually can be seen through these. They're non-member. They're really universal, and they have a lot of personality. I'm trying to give you guys a good look at this, because I can barely see them because it's a PNG and they're black. There we go. There we go. No. I can't give you a good look. You know what nerd glasses look like, though. They're really popular, once again. They have that cool pencil and their cool little band over them. I prefer the non-glitched ones with the white band, but it's just personal preference. I mean, it's a tiny fucking change of colour. Great item for non-members, great item for members. I just wish they didn't sit so awkwardly on some animals, like big head-shaped ones. That being said, it is a classic, so I'll put it up here. Head feathers. I was going to put them below the headdress, because obviously it's a beta version of a headdress, you know? But they are non-member, so I think they deserve like the same rank as a member item would, you know. It was nice how they designed it like in a way so there's like the premium version. This is like the type of stuff that would actually entice people into buying membership. So there's like a premium version, then there's like a Walmart version, but still good. All the colors of these are really well done as well. Once again, it's a nice filler item to like combo with bows, swords, that sort of stuff. The typical role player aesthetic on AJ. Any of these items, or well, most of these up here, you can like mix and match and you'll make a really good combo. And most of these, apart from the headdress, aren't rare either. Okay, maybe the party hats. But yeah, most of these aren't rare, so you can, you know, definitely make some unique stuff up. Loads of different colours to choose from too, so yeah, these are good. Gloves. This is counting all the different gloves as well. The different legendary variants, the diamond shop ones, the phantom gloves. What else do people wear on legs? I mean, elf bracelets, obviously, but apart from that, there isn't much choice, is there, realistically? I remember when they released back as a Rare Item Monday as well, yeah, you can see the price here. They were really expensive, but like even then people were buying a ton of them just because it was like, you know, a really cool designed item. Just because it was a good item, and once again it came in a ton of different colours. Actually, just so we have some other feet items apart from the socks, you know. Put this up here. It's a shame that it sort of covers only one hand of an animal, and especially, things like birds or water animals, it doesn't look too good on. Yeah, because the thing about the socks is no matter what animal you have them on, you can like still see them, you know? They still display quite clearly. But this, I think they could have done a better job with showing a lot of the animals. So I'm going to put it down here. This was getting memed heavily on the poll I did over on Instagram, the furry armor. I didn't want to include too many armors from the diamond shop because they're all just a money grab to buy the membership bundles. That being said, this one is good because you can change any animal into a furry if you want to start a furry infestation for some reason. Seriously good armor though. This is one that I actually do like. I'll put it in the same tier as these like different animal feature changing items. You know, the shells, the beaks. The gnome hat and beard. I only have one other like Halloween themed item to sort of judge because I didn't want to include every single mask individually, so the masks I all grouped into one. But this is sort of one of these. It wasn't released too long ago, so it's not really that well known, but it's already been like, you know, used by a load of people. It is sort of a troll item, so that does bring it down. That being said, it's not situational, it's not like a Halloween only item, and it's a really cool design. I'm surprised it took him this long to add this. Viking Helmets, actually they're called Viking Hats, my bad. I don't know if that name was like a mistake or something, but either way. These are from the beta, they're still used a lot now. I'd say they're definitely way better looking, even though once again it's just like these big horns poking out. They're much more better designed than the Rhino Helmets, you know? They're an actual like item, IRL. They actually surprisingly look good on most animals. The horns even like resize with different head shapes of animals, so they did a good job adjusting to different character models. I'll put in here. New Year's celebration hat. Yikes. It's a mix between the top hats and the New Year party hats. That being said, none of those are non-member and this one is, but I just really dislike how it looks. It's just a load of random shapes bashed into one. I think it's animated. I'm not too sure. I will put it up here though. It's the same deal as with the headdress, you know, if you're a non-member, it's a nice item to have and put on. Headphones. Apart from the Geos headphones, these are the only like other ones. These are like the classic, more universally used ones. They sort of suffer from the same issue with the sunglasses and the bow, where it's like, yeah, sure, it's a head item, but it doesn't really cover much of your head, so you're just sort of left a bit bald and empty on top. Other better head items, definitely. That being said, they do work well along with these items, like casual ones. I think the hat and headphones combo with the Geos ones are way better, like significantly better, but these are much more broader used. I'm still going to put them below though. This, I included for basically one reason. They look like an open mouth on a giraffe. People use these on troll outfits all the time. The same with the teeth, but the teeth are a bit more wider use, I guess. But then again, so are the beaks. Actually, thinking about it now, the beaks deserve to be moved higher because all of the flying animals, you can sort of, a lot of them you can't change the colours of the beaks, or on a lot of them it automatically changes based on what body colours you pick. So if you want to change the beak without having to change the colours of your actual animal's palette, you can change. It's very similar to the skeleton suit, how you can modify like the patterns or shaping with an item without actually having to use the customization. This is one item I don't know why I included in. It's literally just like the normal headphones. I don't know, do I stick it in here with these? I mean, they're sort of cooler. They have more animation to them, they're more futuristic. I don't know, these I sort of get a vibe that they look more like a gaming headset, so I don't know. This is so confusing. Thinking back of this now, I should have actually done this on like a live stream, and as I go along through all of these, if you guys are interested, I can do another one potentially down the future. I don't want to cluster my video feed with just tier lists, but yeah, if you want me to do one of these live and sort of, you know, work on it with you guys, let me know. Rings. All of them are so bad. If it's either the heart rings, promo rings, or the different like gem rings. I don't know, maybe I'm biased because it's once again a female oriented item. Even this is counting all the glitch trims and things along those lines. They're just crap. They're a bad leg item to put on. I mean, yeah, sure, they have a slight animation, which is why most people like them, I assume. They shimmer and do stuff, but like, it's... Why? Why would you... It's so tiny as well. On most animals, you can barely even see them. It's just like a shiny little dot on their paws or whatever. The beards. I think there's plenty of different variations of these in the game too, not just the classic beard. That being said, it is better than like the sunglasses or the Jamal Debo items because this is an actual neck item, so you can still put something over the head. It combos really, really well with Viking hats. But apart from that, why would you use this over a spike? I mean, I do love it when people get a bit original and don't just slap a spike on there and use like this instead, so I guess I'll put it here. It is a good item by far, it's just significantly undershadowed by spikes. Raccoon tails, they've really fallen off. I mean, they used to be popular when they first got released, but with that like, what was it called? The Tail Extravaganza event, where all of these new ones would come to the diamond shop, like there was the double tails, dragon tails, devil tails. All of those are way cooler than this giant worm looking Aspen. I mean, look at the one coloured brown as well. It just looks like, I don't know. I remember wearing this on a load of my outfits before, like when I first started playing, but looking at it now, there's much more, how do you say, elegant and like sleek tail items, and the colours of these are quite odd too. I mean, maybe it's just this one I'm looking at, you know, the brown coloured one. Also, they were from the carnival, so it's... I'd say they were one of the only good carnival items that came out of that, so I'll give them an A just for that. Another carnival item, this was actually glitched. You can see it in the price tag right now. It costed 16k when it first came out. Is the Bob Marley hat. Now this is quite a nice like cultural thing, you know, it's like a stereotypical Jamaican thing. It's a nice touch on like a wig item because there's a lot of like these hair type of items that just look terrible, but this one is actually, you know, it's really good. I wouldn't say that many people use it. It was one of these that was requested on my poll that I include, but it is really good, and once again a carnival item. The colours of these are quite muted as well. It's quite a muted colour palette, so it'll fit in with a lot of different of these like brownie items, that sort of stuff. Alright. This was a funny meme when they first included it. They started off with the Pixel Wolf hat. But I'm going to include all of these as a combination. So every single one of these dumbass, huge, oversized pixel hats from the diamond shop. They're just bad. And you can tell how simple these were to make and animate, you know. They were just like, AJHQ be like, let's milk out as many Minecraft shit and add it into the diamond store. At this point, they've made like one of every single animal, I think, so... Yeah, bad game development. If they stayed with just one, it would have been a funny, you know, little joke item to add in. The Tiki Masks. And I'm also going to be counting all masks together, in general. Actually, no. There's another mask. Oh, this is like a special one. Okay. I'm counting all Halloween masks under this, so like eyeball masks, creature masks, Frankenstein masks, stuff along those lines. I don't like how they sit on the animal's face. This one's fine because it like covers the whole head. But some of them are just like really... They're just so flat. Like I know this is how Tiki Masks are supposed to be, but the other masks they just appear so like flat. It just looks like a piece of paper slammed onto your animal's face. I hate how these look on foxes. I really... Just because of how they look on foxes, I want to put it down here. But yeah, the fox's whole snout pokes through him, and it just looks glitched and bad. That being said, they are like quite cool, and they're not a Halloween-focused item either. These Tiki Masks, all the rest of them are. This is hard as well because the Tiki Masks they're actually okay, but all the other masks are bad. Like even counting in like the beta version of creature masks and the beta eyeball. You've got to admit, they're pretty bad items. The eyeball hats are huge as well. I don't know why people would want that on their heads. Okay, I think just giving it the benefit of the doubt on how many the different types of Halloween masks there are, like, you know, to choose from. I won't give it anywhere lower than an A. But apart from that, I mean, anything apart from the Tiki one, it's quite bad. Oh, another thing, it's nice that there's a lot of non-member ones. Let me just add that quick. Lion's Mane, I don't care if it's a pro item. It's the same as all these troll ones, you know? You can transform like an animal into a different animal. It's a cool concept, but I don't know. I really regret that this was a promo. I feel like they could have included this into the shops and made like 7 different color variations of it. The Worn. I forgot to do this when I was including all these non-member classic items. Yeah, this... I want to put it in Cancer, but it is a very popular item. The reason why I dislike these so much is because it's just like these blankets and capes, you know? Apart from even more worn down. I mean, it's literally just a piece of cloth with holes in it. I don't see why people wouldn't want to put like a sword or something, actually, you know? Genuinely cool looking and something that took time to be designed. And all the colours of these are shit as well. I know there's like 3 rare variations as well, like seasonal ones, but I don't know, this item just sucks. It's way too overhyped and overused. Deerfair, okay, so this is not like the rest of these animal feature changing ones, because you can use this on like let's say the actual reindeers and stuff, and sort of change how their cloak looks, like make them more bushy or whatever. But you can also use them on a bunch of other animals, like I remember using them on, what was it? They look bad on Arctic wolves, like, you know, the most popular animals, so there's that. They look great on most things though. Koalas, monkeys, just everything. A bunch of different colours as well. It just adds like a nice collar of fur around your animal. Yeah, sure, I'm going to put on here. They're similar to the beards, but they cover a wider area, so sometimes it looks even better than the beards. Spartan armour, the whole set I'm including in this, so... Wait, is the elf? Where's the elf stuff? I've not got an elf tail here. Wow, did I actually miss out elf armour? Oh my god. Okay, let's just say this one is like all the non-diamond shop armor, so the Spartan armor and the elf armor set, all this, like the whole sets. You can tell these were designed fairly well, and they're designed like distinctly different as well, like the Spartan and the elf tail armor. Just all the armors in general are designed like in their unique own sort of art style. It's almost like 2 developers worked on these separately. The elf bracelets, so once again, amazing universal item. I really wish I included the elf set separately. Fuck, I forgot. But yeah, armor, even if you don't wear the whole set, like just the back armor or the elf bracelets, it's really, really good. Mech Angel helmet. Sort of like the headdress and head feathers, but it's got more of like a Spartan vibe, I'd say. In most cases as well, I would honestly say they look better than headdresses on a lot of animals, especially like birds or things like that. Because you don't have to worry about all the feathers on the top, like folding outwards, it's just like a couple of feathers. And I do have more of like a regal sort of look. The wings, on the other hand, I wanted to include these separately, so it's not the whole set. I see why people would use the helmet, but you're better off just using one of the other back items instead of these. They're way too clunky, they stick out too much, and I know I sort of included all of the wings into Godly, but these are a bit... I mean, maybe if you want to combo the whole set, I guess. And there is nice colours, and the non-members... Wait, are these like... Okay, we're putting them in here, because I think these are like the only non-member wings that they can use. The hoodie. This is great because it's like another casual item. The hoodie was like an item that was leaked ages ago, and then it finally came with like different patterns. I think there's like a snowflake one, right? Then there's this phantom and then there's this phantom version. I mean, it's pretty high up. It's a shame for members only, but on some animals as well. It's a shame because most animals are four-legged, so they display a bit weirdly. Like you can barely see you wearing this on most animals. But it is a well-designed item, well-needed one too. What is this called? The Epic Feather Helmet? Epic Feather crown or whatever? I don't really know. It's from that membership bundle, and I try not to add any diamond shop armor or just like any armor sets really in general, but this is another one I had to add because you have to pay real money for this, and a lot of people have to refer you, so it's not really based on rarity, it's sort of based on how much items you buy. And for that price, I think you're better off just buying like diamonds and trying to trade up or try and buy a headdress from someone's shop, if that makes sense. I don't know, I mean, it just seems to be significantly worse than like a mech helmet or a headdress. The colours of it are non-changeable as well. Yeah, the colours are another thing. The mech helmets you can change the colours of, headdress there's plenty of room to work with, but this is just... Thing is, it will forever remain one of these items that like people want just because it's hard to obtain. It does sort of show that you have some sort of dedication to the game because you've, you know, bought it through that membership bundle. But then again, it's real money and it's the worst version of these items. Fuck no, it's going to be. Flower crown. I mean, it's fine for girly items, I guess. Let's put it be. What is this called? The something jacket? Racer jacket, I think. Ooh, this is non-member. Yeah, this is good. This is like the hoodie, but for non-members. It's a really good item. The Yeti face mask. This goes way above any of the other masks because it's like... It's a cross between like the horn items and the masks, but it's a mask that's actually done right because it displays like the animal's face through it. And they've done a good job adjusting it to like pretty much every... Like any animal type you put this on, it will look good. Fun fact for you, I actually had a storage full of 200 of the glitched variants, but that got deleted when my parent dashboard got wiped, so rip. Disguise glasses, they're another okay thing. It's sort of another troll item though. I'm gonna have to put it here. It's not as good as the other carnival item, but once again, it's quite unique, it's well designed. Clown wig. This is a perfect item for anybody that actually unironically likes magenta stuff. I've actually noticed that there is quite a lot of carnival items on here. Clown wig. I mean, this is obviously one of these joke things, and I'm sure whoever submitted this, you know, thought of it as a joke, but seriously, half the community could use with some of these. Oh, one thing I don't like about it is that people actually unironically wear these. Like, they dress up as a clown with like a full-on outfit with spikes and stuff, and an actual good back item. So I don't see why people integrate these into an actual usable outfit, but whatever floats your boat. If you want to be clowning, then go ahead. The shark set. This is a really unique tail item, but also there's the shark fins and the shark hats. They're not these like characteristic changing items like the other animal based ones. I'd say they're definitely above that. I wouldn't put them in A just because there's only one colour of a shark tail, so you're limited to what you're able to use, which is a bummer. Cat ears. I am no longer able to look at these the same way again after reading a bunch of, let's just say, anime. They were released on Halloween, but they're perfectly fine to like use in any outfit all year round. They're pretty well designed. It's very similar to the Yeti face actually, where the animal's whole like snout still shows through. They're really usable with pretty much any coloured items because there's a bunch of different colour variations. And yeah, I'm going to put these next to the Ethos socks for no apparent reason. Sheep cloak. I really liked this item when it first came out. It was a free item given away, like when you went to Crystal Sands on a specific day when these like message in a bottle things were popping up. So all you had to do was basically like collect a free daily reward and you got this. So any player that logged in should have gotten this realistically. You know, if you play, you should have had this. So it confuses me why the fuck people are overtrading for these so much. Once again, it's such a stupid item as well. It covers such a large area of your actual animal. And, yeah, it's just a troll item, I don't know.
How many times do you play Animal Jam?
Oh god. Robbie, hurry up.
Are you gonna stop?